on here for about an hour, but I want to talk to y'all about something real quick. And then I'm going to get myself in the bed. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, if it's morning where you are. Afternoon. I know everybody is in a different place. Hey, y'all. Hey, Mr. Melvin. Everybody else that I missed. Tara, Sherry, everybody. MJ. Hey. Hey, everybody. Hey. Good evening. I ain't gonna be on here long, y'all. I wanted to talk to y'all about something that I saw, and I thought it was interesting, and it is, hey, hey, everybody. I'm gonna wait just a couple minutes. Y'all see that great? Good. Oh, damn, that ain't no. No, thank you, Pumpkin. Here we go with this craziness. I needed to do my hair. I just been being raggedy. Hey, Kalia. Everybody. If I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. Hey. Because I know I be getting cussed out and all kind of stuff. So here we go. Hey, everybody. Hey, AJ. Hey, everybody. So I'm not going to be on here all night. Probably about 30 minutes. Maybe 45 at the most. But I did want to talk to y'all. So who remembers a conversation that we had? Well, we've had it a lot of times, but it was more so in the beginning when I talked to y'all, when we was talking about Amazon One. Y'all remember when we was talking about Amazon One and Amazon One Medical? Hey, hey, you remember? Y'all remember? Okay. Now, some of y'all might not remember this conversation because we got over 1,000 classes, which is mind blowing. In less than 3 years, we did our big one. Dad did that. Remember, I talked to y'all and I said you won't be able to get medical service once the certain kind of idea comes out if you're not a part of the global society or a global citizen. Y'all remember me talking about that? Yeah. Y'all remember me talking about that? Okay. Okay. Now, who remembers me? And y'all might not remember. If you do, okay. If you don't, it's all right. If you wasn't here yet, it's back in the archives. Y'all remember me telling y'all people need to be careful about what we are okay with and how our leading people deal with immigrants because they practice on them. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember me talking about that? I said it's a lot of people that's okay with how they mistreating these babies and separating these families. I said, but they just practicing. Can I ask you a question about what's going on where the hurricanes hit? We just learned information that exactly what they did to the immigrants a couple of years ago at the border wall, they have perfected it and now they know how to do it with our folks. Right? Y'all seeing it? We had this conversation 2.5 years ago, almost 3 now, really 30 months ago, roughly. Remember I told y'all they was going to separate the people. Y'all remember? Y'all remember? I said they was going to separate the children. They was going to have the kids here and have whoever else here, right? Okay. Now look. Now they doing it in America, not just at the border, but right in the heart of America. You either go here where we tell you you can go, or your children are going to be away from you and you are going to be now facing legal charges because, right? Well, guess what law goes into effect in, I believe it's Texas. Y'all seen it? Tomorrow. Well, actually, in a few hours, maybe about 3 hours. Y'all seen a law? I just seen it. OMG! Watch this. And y'all know they always start stuff off as, y'all remember the sticker? They started it off as voluntary. Y'all remember? Y'all remember when they started the sticker off as voluntary, and it quickly went from voluntary to not voluntary. If you don't take the sticker, then you won't be able to work. You can't go back to school. La 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 la. It went from voluntary to not voluntary very quickly, right? Watch this. Everybody got their listening ears on? So apparently, according to a new Texas law that goes into effect tomorrow, it is now required for emergency and hospital workers to ask your immigration status at check-in. Listen. The first thing, the new law makes it very clear that hospitals are to tell patients that no matter their response, that will not affect the care that they receive from that hospital, especially during emergencies. Now, the whole background behind this law really stems to the governor wanting to retrieve data. Now, back in August, Governor Greg Abbott signed an executive order requiring doctors and nurses to ask people who need inpatient or emergency care if they are a U.S. citizen or not. The governor says he wants to collect data on the costs of caring for undocumented patients. He claims that Texas absorbs a large percentage of the costs associated with medical care for those who are not lawfully in the United States. Now, the law does not say if patients legally have to answer the question, and local hospitals are stressing to people if they prefer not to answer or don't know their status, they will not be denied medical help. Hospitals are going to do the right thing, and even if someone presents at the emergency room and it's a so on here it says new Texas law going in effect tomorrow, November 1st, 2024, requiring inpatient and emergency care workers to ask citizenship data status for data. Where do y'all think that's leading to? You won't be able to receive services if you don't have a global citizenship. Did we not watch this in Thief in the Night? Ain't that what happened in Thief in the Night? Remember the girl was crying, talking about something was wrong with her baby, and the nurse told her, "Ain't your baby is hungry. Take the ID, and you and your baby can get all the medical care you want. Y'all be able to eat and go back to living a regular life." And now in Texas, when you go to the hospital, you gotta tell them your immigration status. If you're a citizen or not. My only statement to you is they always use illegal immigrants as the testing grounds to know how the system will work. When I was telling people this back in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, all around this time, where be careful what you're saying about certain groups of people, because they just practicing on them. They just practicing. And now the very thing that we saw at the border wall is happening in North Carolina. Interesting. I think it's very interesting. Do y'all? Huh? Yeah. One other thing. Y'all remember the mask we bought, right? And I know y'all been seeing it too. Y'all might have already seen this, but I'm going to play something for you. And I'm going to skip through parts of it. But I want y'all to listen, okay? Because God told us about this. And every time I look around, everything that he told us, it's just becoming more and more evident that he was speaking loudly. Y'all ready? Yeah. Is the direction now? Strange patterns on the surface of the water. That direction. Whoa. You want to walk down here? Okay. See, it's changed direction. Yeah. Due to Hurricane Helene, many areas in and around Asheville are geographically changed. But how does a river change the direction of how it flows? What is in the air right now? Just dirt? Toxic dust that we're breathing. Whoa, well, why is it toxic? Where's it coming from? I do get a headache out here. Yeah. This is toxic dust that we're all breathing. And it's chemicals from all manufacturing places that are surrounding one another. Didn't God tell us the air wasn't going to be good? Didn't he tell us the air quality wasn't going to be good? He did. And now all of those people, but get this, that air is being picked up and sprinkled across the United States. It's not like it just stays in one place. As the wind blows and that toxic dust is carried up into the air, it floats over all Georgia, Florida, wherever else, that's Tennessee, right in those areas. That toxic dust is not just staying in one place. That toxic water is just not staying in one place, because we've learned about the water cycle. We know exactly how it goes. So with that, for that dust just to be up and flying around and people are going in and out of there, right? There's people that are traveling from all around the world that are going to these places where there is toxic dirt, and then they are going to then travel back across. I think it was people that came from Canada. Absolutely, the butterfly effect. Okay, Auntie. Okay, Auntie. Hey, Pumpkin. I said, this is interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. I've been having really bad headaches the past few days. I wonder if this is affecting Alabama, of course. I just said all the areas right there around it. Probably if you within a 10-hour drive, I'm sure. 6 to 8 hours, of course. Hey, Pumpkin. Who's happy you bought a gas mask? Anybody? I know every time y'all get on this internet, and hey, Pumpkin, do you got your gas mask? And if you don't, I'm gonna pinch you under your arm. How you been? Did you go get your gas mask like Titi told you 2 years ago? You see all this stuff happening that we was talking about in class? And all the stuff I used to talk to you about a long, long time ago. It's all happening right now. Everything, Pumpkin. Everything that we used to talk about over there in those amazing places where we used to stay, it's all happening right now, baby girl. I've been okay. I did not. I'm going to go get it, please. Because, baby, they done went up 2-3 times the price, some of them. You did get some stuff, though. So can I ask you a question? Is it crazy Because I ain't seen you in a while. Is it crazy that all this stuff we was talking about is happening? Like everything we was prepping for, Pumpkin. It's crazy to your TT. It sure is. It's crazy to your TT, honey. Timu has them for $18. Timu got them for $18. Yes, I've been telling people, and now they see it. Come on, girl. Listen. Get the word out. Yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because finally they starting to see now you not crazy, is you? Didn't I tell you, didn't Titi tell you the crazy people always make it, honey? The crazy people make it. You couldn't find what? Gas masks? They everywhere. I don't know, probably. Listen, it's a big nope, and yep, being crazy. Man, listen, ain't that crazy? Being crazy have been the whole time. Tiny changes in complex systems can cause huge effects. So imagine what large changes. Auntie, you see we had an explosion here today? And I see TikTok playing with our stuff. TikTok, we see y'all. We see y'all, TikTok. We had a big old explosion here today. Lithium. Brand new place. Ain't even been open 2 months, 3 months, and now it's gone. It's just crazy, I think. Yeah. So who remembers we did the research on Luciferays? Y'all remember we did the class on Luciferays? I know, Auntie. I said they gonna play with this air quality everywhere. Y'all remember we did that? That was a long time ago, wasn't it? That was when we first started that. Okay, good. Now listen to what this young lady got to say. I said, oh, interesting. We was talking about that a long time ago. I think I accidentally found the mark of the beast, so follow me down the rabbit hole. So it all started with these blue Bluetooth streetlights. I found the patent for them, so these do a number of things. They collect biometric data, meaning they read your skin, your face, your features. They collect information. They're Bluetooth. I think I accidentally found the mark of the beast, so follow me down the rabbit hole. So it all started with these blue Bluetooth streetlights. I found the patent for them, so these do a number of things. They collect biometric data, meaning they read your skin, your face, your features. They collect information. They're Bluetooth. They are all connected to a cloud server, and they harvest energy. The main function of these is supposed to be preventing crime, and the way that they prevent crime is by reading your facial features, the skin on your face, and or the dorsal vein on your hand. And the way that they do it is by reading They read the dorsal vein on your hand. Now, who remembers me talking to y'all about when they come up to that car, they gonna know if you're a part of the global society. They put them blue lights out, so when they put that Lucifer rays in your veins, they'll be able to see it. Or the tattoo they're gonna give you, they'll be able to see it. Well, the blue lights already do. Your dorsal vein on your hand, it reads the skin on your face. Just listen, y'all. When I say, I hope you're listening. Tag that is within one of these areas. Let's look at the actual patent. It says the system in one embodiment of the present disclosure may further comprise a second database comprised of a plurality of area tags with each having a polygonal shape. The second database facilitates creating the at least one target binary sequence for the detected skin areas by way of providing the polygonal shapes for use in framing the skin areas to enable conversions to 2-bit codes. Pay attention to how much this document says the word polygon or polygonal. It's going to come in handy. Step 212 may be accomplished by way of using any one or more COTS software products readily available in the industry. In one embodiment, it may be preferable that such segment blocks are created in a manner so to provide an outline, polygon, of the skin area, which then can be segmented out of the UV image data for further processing. Retrieving a polygonal shape from the second database is the polygon to be used for each skin area, like a person's cheek, forehead, hand, etc. The polygonal area is your cheek, your forehead, and your hand. Your forehead, your cheek, and your hand. They can read the dorsal vein in your hand through that blue light. It can read your skin. It collects biometric information. The blue lights that we see everywhere, that they started putting up in about 2020, a little bit earlier than that, maybe 2017 in some places. And if you notice, all my videos are on YouTube. I don't really post them on my TikTok because they be playing. All our videos are recorded on YouTube, CERCA TROVA 22 under the live tab. I remember when they put them up in the hood first, like in high crime areas. And this was like 16, 17, might have been 15. Between 15 and 17, they started showing up in the hood. And like in places where it was a whole bunch of wrecks and stuff, right? Just these weird blue cameras, okay? But then they went from there to, during 2020, they was putting them up everywhere, right? Now listen to this. The area that they're measuring is your head, your forehead, your cheek, and your hand.
So I recently had this group of astrophysicists reach out to me and ask if I wanted to be a part of their group where they study extraterrestrials. Obviously, I blocked the person, but I did save some of their documents for reference so that I can try to understand what's going on in this world. They have 5 or 6 PDF files about their love of hexagons, and they consistently group them together with the word polygon or call them like the sacred polygon. I tell you all about why the hexagon is sacred. And
what was we just studying about yesterday? Or earlier today? No, it was last night when I asked y'all to go look up the shapes of around the Washington, D.C., wasn't it? Was it last night or was it this morning? Right. But we was looking up the shapes. I don't know if it was last night or this morning. Today. Okay, well, today. And I just seen that maybe, I don't know, I've reposted it maybe an hour or so ago, I'm guessing. So these people are obsessed with shapes. And they put them into the structures of the cities. Even how they put together the networks. You said I don't want to know about it. What makes... Honey? Okay. Well, I'm going to say this. They're obsessed with shapes. And they know that those shapes create certain energy fields and things like that. You hear me? So with that, just remember the Lucifer race class that we had. Pay attention to the blue lights. And let's hold on tight for having to show it for a global citizen when we get ready to go to the doctor. Portals and all sorts of things. Yeah, energy harvesting areas and the like. Do y'all think this is crazy? I promise every time I think about it, somebody saying, y'all better quit listening to that crazy lady on the TikTok. Y'all in a cult. I know all of the people that you sent the links to for everything, they are thinking about it. Whether they say anything to you, go look them up, Blue Street Lights, baby. Do you hear me? They thinking about it, whether they say anything. They're seeing them talk about the toxic air and the toxic water. They know. They might not never say nothing to you, but baby, your voice is running through their head. Your text messages, if they deleted them, they trying to go back and find them. They trying to go back and find them. The Blue Street Lights is everywhere, baby. They not just in certain neighborhoods. They everywhere. They at the banks. They at the grocery stores. They at Walmart. They're everywhere. Target. They everywhere. If you got a Target or Walmart or grocery store, they got that big white box on it. It's reading plates. It's reading all of that same stuff. Buses, they everywhere. Mm-hmm. Everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. They are. You said you in Louisiana. Oh, I know. Baby, listen, I don't go out much and haven't, you right, talked about everything you talked about. They banned my first page on YouTube now. I know how it go. I've been shadow banned for almost 3 years. So I totally understand. They got me shadow banned on Google everywhere. It's nuts. Mm-hmm. Yep, I totally understand. That's why I don't let people get on here and talk reckless. You better learn how to do certain things, or you can't even type over here, cause they be crazy. But do y'all think that's crazy though? Do you guys think that's nuts that we had all those classes and all of the things that we studied, every single thing, no matter how many times people said it was useless information, you going crazy, baby. It's all in the news. Every single thing that we studied is now in the news, and it's mind blowing to me, honestly. But I did want to show y'all about that toxic air. I wanted to show y'all about what she said, and then also about that law that's going into effect to where if you're not a citizen, you have to declare that, because what's going to happen is that's going to go over to, we don't know if you're a universal citizen, so, or a global citizen, and then if you can't prove that, there you won't be able to go in the grocery store. You're not going to be able to get no medical care, go in the mall, none of that. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I tried to get one, but they didn't know what I was talking about. Who? You can buy them online, Melvin. Just go on Amazon and type in gas mask, honey. Go get one on Amazon. Oh, I know. You're gonna have to. In Texas, the law goes into effect in a couple hours that you're gonna have to prove your citizen. Well, they're not. You don't have to prove it, but what they want you to do is you have to tell them your citizenship status when you go to the doctor. You said I've been warning for years now. The Most High told me when things pop off that people will try to call you. Are they calling you? I don't know. I have no idea. They just said you're gonna have to tell. Oh, okay. Well, then what he said is coming true, then, ain't it? You can't. Hollywood, don't type stuff like that. You can't say that. You cannot type stuff like that here. That's how pages get banned. Because typing stuff like that is what make them come looking at your page. We don't do that. You gotta find another thing to say, pumpkin. They used to talk about the blue light special. Yeah. Hey, hey. So I ain't gonna be on here long, but I'm grateful that God warned us, and I just want to say that I am. I'm grateful. Every time I open up my phone and get on here, I'm like, dang, that's crazy, Dad. Like, you really did run it down to us. He really did. And everybody's like, oh, your Sky Daddy. Yep, Sky Daddy put us on. What your daddy do? Sky Daddy told us all the stuff we needed to get because we might be having to live outside. He told us to get stuff for communication. He told us to get stuff for the air, the water, everything. Everything that had been in the news in the last year and a half. Excuse me. Even down to the floods, he told us. So yeah, I'm gonna count on Sky Daddy every time. How them altars doing? Okay. Huh. I just want to know what they saying to y'all. Have the statues been speaking? Savion, is it Savion? Um, I have a video on YouTube you can go get or watch, CERCA TROVA 22, and you can go through all of that stuff. There's also a survival list in my bio up here. It's not all of the stuff because they've been playing with it, but yeah, it's called what is it called? Survival and Survival 2.0 on YouTube. If you go under the live tab or just type in on Google CERCA TROVA survival, it'll come survival or survival 2.0, it'll come up. And you can just fast forward through there and look at all the stuff like water straws and portable showers, portable toilets, all the stuff that if there's no running water, if there's no electricity, you'll still be able to do something around your house. Because if you, this is what I say to people, the people that's been here a long time, they know. Go through your house, like turn all the power out. Just hit the breaker box, unless you got like something that's gonna mess up. But hit your breaker box and see what you're gonna be able to use in your house if the power is out for a month and a half. And when I used to say that, now, what's real crazy is I used to say that. I've been saying that for a couple of years. Have I not? You need to go through your house, turn out the power, kick your breaker, and see what you gonna be able to use in your house. If you can't use nothing in there, then you need to be finding the manual things so that you can do everything you normally do in your house without power, right? Now, when I was saying that, people was like, that's extreme, that's extreme. Well, them people up there in Chimney Rock and everything else, some of them people been without power for over 30 days. So all the TVs, all the blenders, all the ninjas, all the air fryers, all of that, if they couldn't get no gas up there and they didn't have no solar, baby, and the gas was out and can't nobody get up there, all of that stuff useless. It's pretty, but it's useless. You said Cuba still don't got no power, so what, they a week without it? 2 weeks? Everybody said I was fear mongering, but now, I mean, it's a reality in America and other places that folks they ain't gonna have no power. And because a lot of people are not prepared, okay, they SOL. What you gonna do? It's too late to think about it once it's already happened. And if you're trying to get things while it's happening, or after it's happened, most times everything is in chaos. You absolutely don't want to wait. Thank you. You absolutely don't. And everybody who was calling us crazy, well, who crazy now, nigga? We ain't. Because if the power go out in the WOIU community, baby, we it's already happened. We had people. You said a shipping container smokehouse can feed a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah, but you ain't gonna want to. You ain't. I mean, everybody ain't gonna be on camaraderie if it get real crazy, honey. Folks gonna be trying to get in your space to see what you got. You got it. It'll come in November. Good job, Mr. Melvin. Question: since 2020, the gift they have been given, is it considered a rebellion against God? I don't know. I can't really say. I know that it eventually will be, but I can't say that it is just right now. They're trying things out to make sure they work, though. Right? I tried to tell family and friends and neighbors that don't want to listen. I'm prepared. Exactly. So, you know, it's a very interesting thing, and it's sad that people have a whole bunch of stuff in their house they not gonna be able to use. It's cute while you got power, but after that, how will you make coffee? How will you cook if you have an electric stove? Like, those people don't think about that. They don't, and they think that our whoever is just gonna get it snapped back on if they act crazy. Need the vocal reminder to keep focused because they hide a lot and distractions be popping up. Yeah, that's why I asked y'all the other day who all got their stuff. I got a letter today from my kids' school about remote practice schooling. Interesting. They know something coming, pumpkin. Krista, where you at? Yeah. Where you at, Pumpkin? And they already talking about remote schooling because they know some stuff is about to come up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody was I just seen something about the Simpsons episode that just aired, and they talking about it's about to be a cold winter or a dark winter, and they talked about a snowstorm that came. Did y'all see it? Hey, Pumpkin. Y'all seen it? Hey, Miss Rose. Y'all seen it? Someone told me that's why they have to have the. Oh, yeah. Y'all seen it? I said, oh, huh? And what do you mean in West State? Mm-hmm. So if you don't have a way to heat your home, if your heat go like if you're electric, and people like, oh, I got gas. Gas don't work without electric anymore. It used to. You used to be able to have your electric off and your gas. You can still run your. I know people. They electricity be off, but baby they had a gas or they gas to be off in the summer. They didn't care. They was gonna cook on electric and then blase skip. Some people would turn it off, but now they done made it to where the gauges are electric. So when the power go out, your gas go out too. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, it's the newest episode. I guess it's coming out this weekend or came out last weekend, something like that. And it's talking about it's the episode from the 20. It's from 23. I don't really know, but it's talking about it's gonna be a real cold winter, and they was showing basically everything that's happening right now. Talking about a collapse, the economy collapsing, and it being a real bad storm that blankets the USA and all of this stuff. I said, interesting. God told us about that like 2 years ago. But moving on. Thanks, Simpsons. I lost my stuff because of being homeless, but I am slowly regrouping and getting things together by God's grace. Come on now, God is doing it. He already know. You know, can I? Okay, so this is for you. This is very true. My old apartment had a gas stove, and every time the electric was out, nothing worked. Sis, Lady SK, trying to get people to believe that. You said, did you hear Turkey went to BRICS? Everyone is dropping the US dollar bill. Yeah, we are. Mm-hmm. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in BRICS and the UN, and a lot of people ain't paying attention to it. This is for. Oh yeah, that's been going on. Yeah, that was some months ago, wasn't it? When he was saying that. I want to read this real quick. So it says, today's love letter is anything. My beloved daughter or son, don't let past disappointments or fears keep you from asking your daddy in heaven for what you need. When your heart is committed to following me, and you can ask me anything, and I will do even greater than what you ask for. If what you request is to bring glory to me and not you, I will do something huge in your life okay, I'm sorry. I will do something so huge in your life that you will be amazed. I love to prove my power to you personally. I will always keep my promises and love you when you ask me to and love when you ask me to use you to further my kingdom on earth. Keep seeking me with all your heart and wait on me to answer. Believe that I will do all that you ask in my perfect time, and your faith will be strong. Interesting. It says, then the Lord said to Moses, has my arm lost its power? Now you will see whether or not my word comes true. Starting today, I won't be afraid to ask my Heavenly Father for those things I need in my life because my daddy loves to prove his love for me. No longer will I let circumstances keep me from turning to my God in a moment of need. I will believe that my God's timing is far better than what I can think is best for my life. So, you ain't waiting on him, he waiting on you. Yes, ma'am, I thought it would work a long time ago, but it definitely changed. Listen, What chapter and verse is that? It's not. It's a book that I can't even show you because they playing. It's called His Princess Every Day. It's a devotional. You wait on the thing. You don't know what's gonna happen yet, so you can move to higher ground, and the problem could be at higher ground. You just gotta wait and see. You just need to have all your stuff. This is the thing, right? If your stuff is not completely destroyed, you can always go back to it. If you can't carry everything at one time, but you could just be in your home without power, like a lot of these people are. They're still in their houses, but they don't have power. They don't have gas. They don't have lights, stuff like that. So things like this, until you can figure out what you're gonna do, is gonna come in handy. God know what he doing. Yeah, yeah. This. Mm-hmm. They got them everywhere. They got them at Walmart. They got them at Lowe's. They got them on Amazon. They got them everywhere. But this is a good thing to have when your power goes out. They're rechargeable. So if you have some type of generator or a plug in your car or water, you can, if you put a water on this and put it on a rag, you can touch it to this and it will, um, it'll work. You said they're on sale on Amazon. This is just a regular piece of paper. Water. Water. You said, yep, I had to use mine today because we had a great thunderstorm and my lights went out for 4 hours. Come on, me mom. Better than sit in the dark, better than trying to light some candles. And some of them come with like buttons on them or whatever else it is. So, you know, you said nice. I was just shopping in your disaster kit cart. Okay. Well, look on the website. I mean, not on the website. Make sure you go to the video. Cause a thing to survival. Just fast forward and everything that I'm showing on there. Screenshot it. Put it in your cart. That's what I tell people. There's two. Survival has the first stuff, and then Survival 2.0 kind of goes back over the same stuff, but there's other stuff added. And I don't know what every single family needs because every single family's needs are different. It might be more people, less people, dog, cat. It's a number of things, but the most basic things that you need, like a place to poop, a way to shower, a way to get water and things like that. Your most basic needs, those things are on there. Shelf stable food is a very important thing. So things are limited because they will take my mail delivery. So it's really really difficult. Okay, we'll pray about a pumpkin. God know what he doing. Go get a if you can. Right. Well, I don't know. God got you for he got you there for a reason. So something is you might need to be working. What's what called? A rechargeable light bulb. A rechargeable light bulb. I have a video on YouTube, y'all. If you go to CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube and then type in survival, or you can even do it on Google. It'll come up and it'll take you to that video. And it's about 2 hours because we go through. Now, this is when we first started. You welcome. And I can't even show y'all the stuff no more. But if you go through that video, it has, and there's other videos that have more stuff, but those are like your most basic things. A shovel. Most people don't have a good shovel, a portable shovel, not a plastic one. They don't have a whistle or a compass or a road atlas, if the highway is down or if the roads are down. And everybody was laughing at us about that. But other people, when there was no service and whatever, if they had a road atlas, they could find all the roads to get out from wherever they were. If the highways were messed up, if, everything, the streets, whatever. People don't think about that, and they cram and go crazy. And it was interesting because we had a class about that, and then a lot of people were like, "Oh, the highways are backed up." They just kept showing us it was two other highways people could have took to get out of Florida, but they didn't. Everybody got jumped on the same highways, which is what they always do. Instead of figuring out the opposite way to go, right? Figuring out the other way to go. They got all different kinds. Pumpkin, thank you. Right, right. Y'all don't gotta list it here. Y'all don't gotta list it. I'm just saying. You know, a lot of people they don't think about if my phone ain't working, if the lights is out, if GPS isn't working, what am I gonna do if I have to leave my state or leave my area or whatever? You know, yeah, all of those things. A lot of people don't think about shelf stable food. Like if it ain't no power, how you gonna keep your food? And it's crazy because during emergencies, people always run out and buy everything refrigerated. I still have not got that. Why in the world are you filling a refrigerator and freezer with food and you know that there is a huge possibility that your food is gonna spoil? That makes no sense to me. To me, I would think canned meat, you know, stuff that can sit out and we just gonna have to add some water or something to it. I can go get an ice chest and put some milk in it, but spending $5, $6, $7, $800 on refrigerated food when you know it's a possibility it's all gonna spoil is mind blowing. I would have a ton of soup, a ton of bread. You know, you can wrap bread in a couple bags and put it on ice so it don't go bad. Like there's a lot of things like it. I don't know why people do that. That's crazy. Especially if you know it's a huge possibility that the power is gonna go out. Yes, ma'am. Have. That's why I've been making my own, girl. I mean, I do buy some, but most times, if I'm gonna make like some bread, like Italian bread or something, I'm making myself. It's a lot of food that don't go bad no more. I've been collecting lentils, beans, rice, pasta in 5-gallon buckets. Come on, Miss Diaz. Yeah, yeah. So if you're new here and you need a list, just go and it's the starting one up here, and then go to CERCA TROVA 22 on YouTube and grab that. I'm not about to be on here long, y'all. I'm actually about to get off. I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all and let y'all see that there are more things that are happening. So if you have not got your survival stuff, please don't wait. Especially if they about to try to pull all these tricks that they pulling, it could be very scary here in the next couple months. So I wouldn't wait. If you have the money, instead of balling out for Christmas or the holidays and blowing money, I would have any and everything that I need just in case some stuff pop off and they got curfews going or whatever else it is, that you don't have to be worried about leaving your house. Because if y'all can't tell, tensions are high and people are silly, and we got less than 5 days until it could be weird. Real weird. And it's sad that people aren't really thinking about it, but this man keeps talking about if we just had one bad day, one bad day, one bad day, one bad day, one violent day, one violent day, one day. Well, the last violent day they had, 200 police officers was like hurt and stuff. They got attacked, and a couple of them got killed. So with it, if they get they one bad day, you don't want to be out in the midst of it. Do you hear me? Y'all hear me? And this don't matter who you vote for, but it's some folks, they ready to put hands on somebody. They ready to do some damage because they've been building it up. It be pulsing out their veins. You can see it. Do you hear me? We want to be in the blinds. We do. You don't want to have to go outside if it's about to get crazy. You just want to be in the house. Okay? Make sure y'all talking to your older teenagers and young adults. I'm going to call mine this week and let them know. Certain, like, between the 4th and the 6th, I would just be real cautious. Not paranoid or anything, but just cautious. 4th and the 7th, around that time, them days, I would just kind of, not be crazy and looking all around, but just keep your head on the swivel. Everybody. You said, yep, filling cars up this weekend and adding more essentials. I'm trying to tell you in real life. Just be mindful, because people are at their edge and they don't realize they're being played against each other, and it sucks. But they're not understanding the magnitude of what this is meaning. Got into an argument with one of the men that live here when I asked him about the ladies' policies and got cussed out. Interesting. Crazy. Yeah. So I love y'all. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that, because I think it's important that we are keeping up with, because they're pushing certain things, so we looking over here. But remember, I told y'all, when they push this and telling everybody, look, you got to go this way. You got to be looking this way, because it's not about what they're saying, it's about what they're not saying and what's going on, why they pointing everybody over here. You hear me? And did y'all see that they also opened up that ban? They took that ban, I guess, off of Cuba. Out of all the countries, only 2 voted against it, and it was Israel and the United States. Everybody else that voted for the ban to be lifted, and then there was one other country that just didn't vote at all. But it was like 100 and some countries or something like that all voted to lift the ban on Cuba for them to get the stuff that they need. You said the world is run by the occult. Well, that would make sense. God said this is the devil's dominion, and the occult people are his dominions. So, I mean, who'd you think was going to be running it? God wouldn't have to come back and fight the war. I mean, the Battle of Armageddon if he wasn't. Dry ice is good. Yep. So it makes perfect sense. It is run by the occult. It is. But God said it was. So, there's that. So anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm about to go get in bed. I did good. 53 minutes. I said 45. You said there are some brilliant researchers that say they're not going to get away with it this time. Of course they are. Matter of fact, they're getting ready to be able to go farther than they've ever gone, because the Antichrist is here. This is why folks they're attacking peacekeepers and stuff and blowing up roads, and everybody is gearing up. Oh no, honey, they getting ready to be able to go farther than they've probably ever gone. Right now is the time. All of the world armies are not gearing up for just whatever they telling you for. No. It's all lined up. Everything is here. They about to go hard. They about to go hard. Yeah. So, I love y'all. And that's why we keeping our eyes open, and we are not leaving ourselves to the mercy of waiting for a certain party to take care of us. We got to make sure we have what we need just in case. Because if you waiting on them, they'll take their time getting to you. So, be mindful of that. I love y'all.